Ahoy mateys, Whimsy here with my review for the first season of the One Piece live action. There will be spoilers, and full disclosure, I have not read the manga and I have not watched the anime. Granted, because it is so popular, I have friends who've read it and I've seen the characters all over my timeline on Twitter, I know Perona and Robin and all that. But this is my first time truly experiencing it, so these are my thoughts so far. I think myself and a lot of other people went into this live action with some hesitancy. I wanted to be cautiously optimistic because, truth be told, anime live action adaptations do not have a good track record, and that's because if you take an anime that's fantastical in nature, with pirates with superpowers and is highly stylized, that might be difficult to technically translate into a TV series or a movie. However, I feel like the makeup team, the special effects team, they nailed it. I am so happy with how this looks. The fish people prosthetics look amazing, and Buggy's chop power where he dismembers himself, the special effects, I was really pleasantly surprised with. And just while we're sort of on the topic of Buggy, God bless the TikTokers who are making thirst traps of him. And that one scene where he goes, "Wanna see what else I can do?" I was like, yes, sir. What can I say? I have a soft spot for sad killer clowns. I love them. They're great. And I also really loved, and I was surprised, pleasantly again, that there was a Gothic story arc in the first season, with Claudor and Kaya, I think it was, but it had so many Gothic tropes, like this sickly Victorian child who's slowly being poisoned for inheritance. Hello, Crimson Peak, and also with the killer butler. And then Claudor had these Edward Scissor Freddy Krueger hands, and it was so funny because those are eye-poking hazards, and to adapt to not jab his own eyes out to adjust his glasses, he had to use the palm of his hand, and I just loved those little mannerisms. And another part I really adored was Mihawk. I think he's supposed to be kind of like a Spanish Inquisitor conquistador, and he has this gigantic, big-ass cross sword that's badass. But to fight Zoro, he uses this tiny little dagger, and when Zoro was offended by it, he's like, "What? I don't hunt rabbits with a cannon." And that was savage. He's such a powerful character that he can be chill and he doesn't view others as a threat. So I think he's just a really cool guy. But so far, narratively, the best character for me has got to be Nami. She pulled at my heartstrings, her whole backstory about her basically sacrificing herself to try and save her island, and when she's betrayed by Arlong, she's just screaming and trying to cut off her tattoo from Arlong, and then she asks Luffy for help. It was so sweet, just the theme of her finding family with a crew, and I love that part so much. And I do think the devil fruit lore was really neat. I like when magic systems have some sort of trade-off or balance. For the devil fruit, if you eat it, the sea gets mad at you and will turn its back on you, and salt water becomes your kryptonite, which seems like a huge risk to take if you are a pirate out on the ocean. That seems like a huge disadvantage, so it'll be interesting to see how that's incorporated into fights and the story as we go on. Overall, though, I had a blast watching the first season, and I'm really excited for season 2 and to meet new characters, and I can't wait to see where the adventure goes.